I have Imelda March up here, and she's going to give us a talk called Caption This, the importance of captioning for accessibility. Please give her a hand.
Excuse me, where am I turning? Well, hello everyone. I don't know if it's working, but hey, good morning, good afternoon, I mean. I hope you're still awake and you've charged up with some coffee. So may I have a show of hands? How many of you go to the movies and have watched the movie without any captioning? Do you really know what's going on? Sometimes not really, right? So before I start, I'll just give you a quick brief story. When the movie A Star is Born was announced, I grabbed my BFF, whose first language is not English. I said, let's go see A Star is Born. No worries. She goes, but I'm not going to understand. No worries. It'll be captioned. So I went over to the Landmark because they had announced that we'll have that specific time that the movie will be captioned. Well, of course, when we arrived there, the movie was not captioned. So I have to be translated for her. In any case, the first caption appeared on television in 1970. Some of you could have been here on Earth, some of you perhaps not. And then if we go through the stories that are going on today, captioning has evolved to what it is today. So in 1982, the National Captioning Institute developed real-time captioning, and this is television we're talking about. So we're back in the day of perhaps black and white with color image. And in 1990, they passed the television decoder circuitry. And this was specific for people with disabilities to allow them to watch television at their home. But they had to buy a specific television that was designed to use a decoder that would then give them the caption on their television. So fast forward to 2010, we have the first Communications and Video Accessibility Act, which used videos that must be captioned at that time. So most of that time were more optional for some companies. And then to what it is today, the FCC that governs all television captioning within the United States. Anyone who sells programming to the United States have to abide by those rules. So when you're looking at the governing bodies of captioning, there's three areas that you have to kind of pay attention to. Specifically the CBAA, which I mentioned earlier, which is the Century Video Act, and those fall into mediums that are web videos and also any videos that are going to be shared on websites. And if you look at the center, the FCC, which today governs all television, and the mediums that are covered there are going to be anything that's broadcasted and distributed within the United States. And lastly, the American with Disabilities Act, which, as you know, covers both physical and digital applications. So in this, my talk, I'm just talking about digital environments. And for this, they're covering theaters, movies, as I mentioned earlier in my story, and also anything online or any type of publicly available videos. So when you're thinking about captioning, and most of your designers and developers, just be sure that you're kind of baking in some type of accessibility code in there that will allow everyone to share the experience. And when we're thinking about that, we're thinking about your own employers. All the videos that are shown on television, not on television, but on videos, should be captioned for those who may not be able to understand what's going on in the environment. Classroom and learning environments, online, video, and lastly, social media. If any of you have noticed, Twitter has now an alt text. So when you're tweeting, you're able to put a description of what's going on with that image or anything that you're sharing. And lastly, YouTube now allows you, they have an automatic captioning, but beware that you should be going in there and editing to make sure that what you're speaking or what you're messaging is coming out in sync. And that you can do it today. When you're looking at video habits right now, 80% of videos today are watched without any sound on Facebook. So have you been, of course, on a CTA, you will come in on and there's some individual who's blaring something on their device and you just want silence. Well, now those things are being developed that you can also have an option to turn it off because 41% of videos are unclear to most people, even though they're native speakers. I speak 2 other languages, so sometimes, depending on the day, like today I was speaking Spanish all day, so perhaps my accent is a little bit heavier. And then 80% of viewers react very negatively when you go to a site and videos just start blaring without any caption or ability of turning that off. So someone here presented that button that you hit that come out, perhaps in developing any of your sites or programming, you're putting a video that you are able to have that sound automatically off, an option to turn on when viewers want to go further. So when you're thinking of your design and your users, what are the reasoning for video? Well, it increases in universal design, and also it improves your site or messaging to have everyone involved. It enhances video watch time. More people spend more time on videos that are captioned that are not captioned. It also increases the ability to everyone to participate that perhaps are not native speakers. And also, another area that you should be looking at is SEO. Search engine optimization is very important today. Everyone wants to find your business or service that you're offering. Also, last but not least, allows deaf and also hard of hearing individuals to be able to comprehend what messaging or what you're showing in your videos. So, guys, we're 2019. Well, Cisco had predicted that in 2021, 82% of IP searches will include some type of video component. So this is becoming more and more, and as you can see, when you do searches, what comes up first? Video comes up first. Second is text, and then everything else that's out there. Come on. And what I want to leave you today is a call to action to, in your work, in your freelance, or whatever activity you're doing, even though coding, SEO, and also HTML programming or any JavaScript or any programming that you're using for video, that you're considering some type of captioning, because all it does is it includes everyone in society is able to access your information without feeling that they're missing out on something. Well, thank you very much, guys, for your time. You can reach me on Twitter. I have my name backwards, like Oprah with the numeral 1. And then you can reach me also on Instagram. Thank you very much. I'll be around for further chats.